It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns play host to the Golden State Warriors. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Curry to bring it up. Down 2. Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
They slacked off last year. They were 29-12 at home. Now, that's a pretty amazing record at home, but let me tell you why they slacked off. The 3 years prior to that combined, they were 114-9. I think we're going to see that Golden State Warrior team from those years instead of the one from last year.
Paul sizing up Draymond Green. To the rim. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Curry to Thompson. 4-3 and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Paul. To Booker. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Thompson to Curry. Klay Thompson, guarded by Devin Booker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time. Into the front court, it's Booker. Leads 3. To Mikal Bridges. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Wiggins to Thompson. Has a look. Shot by Thompson misses.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Zaza Pachulia, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one, count it.
Good shot, good shot.
And gets both to drop at the line. It's Phoenix ball. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Green. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. To Paul. Pass to the rim. Curry into the front court. 5-point game. Wiggins to Curry. To Green. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Mikal Bridges, deep left corner. The pass set it all up. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Green to Curry. Shot clock winding down. Green. Textbook defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Booker. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. He's looking for that touch. Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Wiggins. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Trying to cash in. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Booker. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Thompson. Green. Draymond Green. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Off the mark. Well contested.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Spinning shot won't fall. Wiggins to Curry. And he hits. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Paul. Beyond the arc for three. That one off the mark. It's no good. It's Curry controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry. Tough shot. He hits.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point
The
game.
NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Paul matched up with the two-time MVP. To Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
The screen sets him up for two.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Booker picked up by Marquise Chris. To Paul. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended. Golden State at the controls. Steph Curry guarded by CP3. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry. Short jumper won't go down. Booker with it. They're down 3. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Steph Curry matched up with Paul. Marquise Chris. Steph lets loose. Steph Curry looking good. 4 for 5.
Pretty fortunate to get that kind of a good look with the shot clock winding down.
Into the front court. It's Booker. Down 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Over to the right side. To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Marquise Chris swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
It's Steph at the controls. To Porter. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Ooh, Chris Paul. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot even.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Paul matched up with Chris. To Crawford. Paul. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Shot from the lane won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Porter. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Gets it in the left corner. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Suns control the possession. Paul takes stock of the floor. Goes to the left side. Screen coming. Paul misfires. It's no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Has a look. Just not going down. Desperation shot here from half court. 1 quarter down. The Warriors with the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Curry to Chris. For three. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Steph Curry against Chris Paul. Steph Curry. He's now 5 for 6. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. It remains Warrior basketball. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for Phoenix, number 11, Jamal Crawford.
Thompson. Draymond Green. 2-4 now.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
DeAndre Ayton. Nice pass to set things up.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Curry with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. And he hits.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Suns with the basketball. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open three-point shooters.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Mikal Bridges to Crawford. And the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Here's Curry with it up top. Leads 4. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Here comes the screen. Crawford. To Mikal Bridges. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. From long range, Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Curry to Thompson. Hayden with the basketball. Down 6. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he got a piece of it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Jamal Crawford. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
For Golden.
Stephen Curry at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 90% at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Substitutions, Phoenix. Subbing in for the Golden State Warriors.
Able to convert on both free throws. Phoenix has the ball. Here comes the screen. Paul. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Curry driving, but a shot won't go. Mikal Bridges. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry to Thompson. Short jumper won't fall. Paul with it up top. Down just a couple. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Now to Booker down low. Screen coming. Look out. Devin Booker. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Old school equals high percentage.
Warriors have the basketball. Steph Curry matched up with Paul. Into traffic, but no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Changes coming from both sides right now.
State, number 45, Andre Iguodala. Entering the game for the Suns, number 44.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Curry to Thompson. To Curry. Has a chance. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Phoenix with it.
I'm on D.
Trying to cash in, and he hits.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
To Curry. To Thompson. Five to shoot. Stephen Curry with a look. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Paul, defended by Draymond Green. To Booker. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Has a look. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Green to Curry. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Mikal Bridges. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker. The Suns with 4 to shoot. To Booker. 4-3. He was all over him. To Thompson. Down for Curry. To Thompson. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Mikal Bridges. Paul. Gets a shot up, off the mark. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Green. Down for Curry. And McGee there for the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Probing the defense. Screen coming. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Mikal Bridges at the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 2,
2 for 2 on that trip. Wiggins to Curry. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Curry to Green. Thompson can't connect. It's no good. Paul into the front court. Final minute, first half. Booker to Paul.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right. Hey, clear out, I got this.
Down for McGee. Good look that time, but off the mark. Curry to bring it up. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Screen coming. Oh! Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Steph Curry, picked up by Paul. That is great vision to set it up. Draymond Green. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Paul to Booker. JaVale McGee to Paul. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Can't connect. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Warriors with the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Warriors are in a tight battle after 2 quarters, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors. The Suns aren't down by much after 2 quarters, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Steph Curry was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Green. Here comes the screen. Green. That's a 24-second violation. Mikal Bridges to Booker. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Thompson to Curry. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. To Paul. DeAndre Ayton. To Paul. Has a look. Ooh, Chris Paul. Now 3 for 9.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, When you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Paul against Andrew Wiggins. To Booker. McGee powers it through.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Curry into the front court. Lead is 2. To Thompson. Mikal Bridges. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Thompson to Wiggins. Shot by Thompson, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
Zaza Pachulia sends it away. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads a bucket. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. It's Suns ball.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Thompson. Green to Curry. Paul into the front court. Tie game, third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Ball in the basket, but a shot won't go. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Booker to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Has a chance. Paul's shot won't go down. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Thompson to Curry. Thompson to Curry. Off the mark. Booker with it. 2-point advantage. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Thompson to Green. Curry. They'll get it down to Green. And the finish. Slam dunk.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
It's Phoenix ball.
Here we go. What's good?
Paul here against Steph. To Mikal Bridges.
Game 3-2 San Antonio Spurs 138 Los Angeles Lakers 110 final.
From beyond the arc. He's got it for 3.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. Curry to Green. Turns and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Game
ball
3-2
to Mikal
Charlotte
Bridges.
Hornets 1-1-5 Denver Nuggets
Fires the
1-0-7
three.
final.
And the rebound taken in by Thompson. Curry with the basketball. His guys down 3. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Booker guarded by Klay Thompson. To Mikal Bridges. Down for McGee. Slam dunk. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Steph Curry against Chris Paul. To Green.
Number 40, Marquise Chris.
Wiggins to Curry. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes.
Game
It ain't no
3-2
fun if the
Minnesota
homie can't have
Timberwolves
some.
1-1-6
Everyone's
Utah
getting a
Jazz
piece of the rock
1-8
tonight.
final.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Wiggins to Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Thompson to Curry. Warriors with 4 to shoot. JaVale McGee.
Game
tips
3-2
it.
Milwaukee
Shot
Bucks
clock
1-0-2
violation.
Dallas Mavericks 9-5 final.
New blood coming in for both sides. Draymond Green with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Mikal Bridges. Screen coming. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Around the perimeter to Paul. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Payton to Paul. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
To Thompson. Runner's good there.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
Neck and neck, they couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Our score all even
Game
in this
3-2
third
Detroit
quarter.
Pistons
Leaving no
1-1-2
doubt.
Miami Heat
Slams it down.
1-1-5
When
final.
you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Paul across the timeline. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in
Game
first and
3-2
second grade.
Washington Wizards 1-2-4 New York Knicks 1-1-7
You
final.
try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
JaVale McGee to Paul. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads 3. Porter to Thompson. Has a look. Not that time. Paul with it up top. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Klay Thompson guarded by CP3. To Porter. Green. Porter. Paul the rebound. Paul into the front court. Shot clock off as they trail by 3. And finishes strong. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
They'll let one fly from half court. That ends the third quarter. The Warriors with the lead. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going
Game
on.
3-2
This
New
has the
Orleans
look of a race
Pelicans
that's going
1-1-0
down to the
Orlando
wire.
Magic
And it looked that
1-0
way
4
from the
final.
very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Here comes the screen. Gets to the basket and scores.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Thompson to Green. Draymond Green. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
To Payton. To Paul. Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul into the front court. They're down 3. Able to convert inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Thompson. They go down low to Chris. Marquise Chris rocking the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Now Paul with the basketball. Down 3. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Porter to Thompson. Porter to Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
It's Golden State basketball. Green to Porter. Here comes the screen. Green. Great defense, forcing the miss. Paul across the timeline. His group now down 2. Hayden. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Number 30, Stephen Curry. Entering the game,
Thompson to Green.
number 45, Jay Crowder.
Frank Kaminsky pins it. Ooh, 5 now. Suns control the possession. Elfrid Payton against the former Cougar. Probing the defense. And that's rebounded by Golden State. To Green. To Curry.
Get locked up, boy. Not down. Shoot it.
Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
DeAndre Ayton. Down to Green. And look out.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Here's Paul, controlling the offense.
Here we go.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Paul with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. And the denial.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Chris. Thompson to Green. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Paul sizing up Draymond Green. Nice pass to get things going.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions.
Wiggins matched up with Booker. Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guys trying to drop the layup in.
Booker against Andrew Wiggins. To Paul. And count the basket inside.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here's Curry with it up top. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the screen. Steph Curry against Chris Paul. To Green. Curry. Green with a shot, no good. Deep left corner. Booker. To Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Lets it fly from long range. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended. Curry to bring it up. All even here in the fourth. To Green. Rebound Bridges. To Paul. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Down to 5 on the 24. Devin Booker. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he finishes at the rim.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Curry. Wiggins to Curry. Fires the three. And it's Booker who grabs the rebound. To Paul. No, I missed a short one there. Wiggins to Curry. Here comes the screen. Curry to Green. For 3. And McGee there for the rebound. Suns with the basketball to Booker. do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Paul sizing up Draymond Green.
Number 44, Frank Kaminsky.
To Booker. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix.
Watch your back door, back door, back door.
Paul. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Green to Thompson. Green buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Add 2 points to the board.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Curry with the ball. To Green. Surveys the floor. Thompson to Green. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Trying to cash in. Now a shot by Thompson, no good. Into the front court, it's Booker. They lead it, 4-point game. To Paul.
Big pick right there.
Booker to Paul. Chris Paul has got 2 shots coming. A career 86% from the line. Knocks down the first.
Into the game for the Warriors, number 00.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Steph Curry against Chris Paul. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. buries it. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game. Chris Paul, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Suns with the victory as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns edged out a close victory in today's game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all of the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns. The Warriors are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
JaVale McGee put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.